What's up, guys? It's your boy LEX Rider. I'm at Delamo Motorsport on Redondo Beach, the Redondo Beach location, and we're doing a demo day, and I'm going to be test riding the 2018 Suzuki GSXS750, however you pronounce it. Suzuki and their names. Let's get started. Kill switch on, kickstand up, first gear. Ooh, it already wants to go. All right, this feels different, but you know, traction control on, I'm leaving that on. Yeah, this transmission is super direct. I got your horn. Very smooth, typical of a Japanese bike. So you got your clock, your odometer, it only has 2 miles on it. Got a full tank of gas. You got your gear indicator, your tachometer. Man, it's so nice. Not only a gear indicator, but a fuel gauge. I mean, it's one thing riding a bike from from carbureted to fuel injected, because you already know like the world of difference that makes. Still pretty fun though. Man, these 4 cylinders are smooth as hell. It's like no vibration whatsoever. God, it's actually the first time I've ridden a 4-cylinder bike. Neutral is easy to find. That's cool. It's very comfy, actually. It's easy to get going. This thing is smooth, man. It's not bad. Sorry. Yeah, this thing gets up and goes, man. It is so smooth. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm kind of squidding today. It's like 91 degrees right now, and it's like not even like 11 o'clock. Sixth gear, 45 miles an hour, 3,000 RPM. Look at that, no vibration, man. This thing is so smooth. Nice little rev match. Mirrors is very easy to see through. I forgot how smooth chain-driven bikes are compared to shaft-driven, because every time you go up or down a gear, you always get that clunk. This for sure takes some getting used to, because I'm so used to, you know, the relaxed, comfy feeling of a cruiser from a Shadow, and just riding this thing. You know, you got your rear sets, although you don't have clip-ons, but you're still much more leaned over than your typical cruiser, obviously. But you know, it's still comfortable though. It's still very comfortable. I like it a lot. And not only that, this bike is really cheap too. Oh, you got the higher boost. Yeah, it's comfortable, man. It's very comfortable. This bike does have ABS and traction control, which is a very good thing. Very nice thing to have. Right now the traction control is at 3. I highly doubt we're gonna be using the limits of the traction today. I mean, brand new bike with brand new tires, so we ain't doing anything crazy. Oh, it's so nice having the passenger light. Gets tired trying to toggle the high beam switch up and down all the time. This thing gets up and goes, man, with no effort whatsoever. It's so light. Yeah, I like this thing a lot, actually. I mean, it's different. It's way different from what I'm used to, obviously, because, you know, me coming from a cruiser to, which is essentially the naked version of a GSX-S750. It's still smooth. And this thing is only like $8,000, a little over $8,000. So way cheaper than any Harley, way cheaper than any, you know, of the other high-end cruisers that I'm certainly looking at. I mean, the bike I was looking at costs damn near 2.5 times as much as this, and I guarantee you will not have the performance of this. But still, you know, it's each their own, you know. Some people like cruisers, some people like sport bikes, and some people like something that's a little bit in between, like this. This kind of gives you the best of both worlds, because it's upright and comfortable enough to where you're not like, you know, hunched over all the time like a sport bike, but it's still, you know, has a sport bike like chassis to where you can still, like, you know, you have the power to get in and out of you know, tight situations, like getting between cars, getting in front of cars. You know, you have the performance. You got pretty decent brakes. I think these are Nissan 4 caliper brakes in the front. So, and they grab pretty good. The rear brake's pretty good too. And this just works. It's a nice little compact package. And it gets up and go. I really like that throttle assist that Suzuki is putting in this bike. And what that is that it gives the computer raises the RPM just enough to where it will prevent the bike from stalling. Like, say for example, like getting off from a red light, and sometimes, you know, especially going up a hill, you may have to give it some gas to get it going. Or this doesn't do that. It actually, you know, gives it just enough RPM to where you can get yourself going. Obviously, you do have to give it some input to a certain extent, but it's just nice that it helps you, especially with newer riders. That's a very good feature to have. This bike is smooth, man. I don't know, this may convert me right here. I mean, this is completely different from what I'm used to, but it's still like, it's not I like doing that. It's still not as intimidating as, you know, riding like a full-fledged sport bike. I like this a lot, actually. I really do. I can definitely see myself like commuting or something like this, you know, going on trips. You know, it has a 4.5 gallon fuel tank, and you already know the fuel economy on these things is really good. So it's it's tons of perks with this bike. Who knows, man? Maybe I get to test ride another bike. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to try out that Ducati Scrambler. See how that's like. Scrambler 800, I believe that's what they're called. Yeah, this thing is super smooth. I like this thing a lot, and it's so light too. I can't tell you how many times man, it's so light. This thing has a lot of features for the kind of bike it is. And for how much it's, you get a lot of bike for your money with this thing. So this is definitely a good bike to have. I wouldn't say it's a beginner bike, but it's definitely something nice to have like as a secondary bike, or something that has like a little bit more experience under their belt. Like, you know, you graduated from your Ninja 300, 250, or whatever the bike that you started on, or a low displacement bike that you started on, and you wanted to upgrade to something not exactly a full-on sport bike, but you know, this is it right here. This is the complete package. So, all right, that is my little simple test ride review of the 2018 Suzuki GSX-S750. Come on, Suzuki, what's up through your names, man? And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Who knows what I'm gonna be test riding? I might test ride this bad boy right here, or maybe this one, or this one, or this one. I don't know. It's a lot of good bikes around here. Ooh, maybe this SV right here. That's a good looking bike. All right, guys, I'll catch y'all later.